Hey guys, Chris from Provo Beast Audio Installation, and in today's video we're going to be replacing the rear door speakers in this 2004 Toyota Tacoma. Now in this install we're going to show you how to remove the factory 6x8 full range speaker from the door and replace it with an aftermarket set. Let's get started. Now as we jump into things, obviously things are going to differ if you have the extended cab or the single cab. Because we have the double cab here today, we do have the rear door with the rear 6x8 inch factory speaker. Now if you do have a smaller cab, generally they're all 6x8s, they're just going to be located in different locations. We need to get this rear door on off. There's one screw here and two hidden screws up underneath this panel. Once those are out of the way, the rest of the door panel is held on with clips. Now with this handle here, what we need to do is push it forward, just like that, and it's going to come on out. Now this handle also has a little clip here, right here, that we need to unclip from the rod, just like that. And then we can slip the rod out from the hole, like so. That's a good view of the clip there. Alright, so at this point, the rest of the door panel has to come off. In our experience, based on the age of the truck, the clips, especially here in the rear door, love to break. So we do have some replacement clips. If that be the case, what we're going to use is a little panel tool to help give us some leverage here. But we have a ton of clips up and around the door panel that we need to pop out. Once those are unsnapped, go ahead and lift the door panel up and off, and disconnect the harness here, just like so. Now we do have a few clips that did stay in the door, but okay, like I said before, we do have some replacement clips, so we'll unpop the broken ones out and snap in the door panel, the new ones, to replace those ones that have broken. Alright, so now we can focus our attention on our rear 6x8. Let's go ahead and disconnect the harness. Now we can just remove the screws and pop the speaker out, but we're going to take the whole bracket with us over to the bench to show you what little minor modifications we need to do to make your new 6x8 fit. Okay. Alright, so there's our speaker all removed here with the bracket. Let's head to the bench to show you what modifications we need to do and reinstall our new aftermarket speaker set. Alright, so here at the bench, the parts that we're going to go with for the install are the speakers themselves. Now the speakers that we've chosen to install in the factory location are these Pioneer TSA 6880F. These are 4-way, and this will fit directly within the bracket itself with some minor modification. Now we don't have a bracket adapter, nor do we have a speaker harness adapter. In this case here today, we can actually utilize just about everything from the factory speaker to work with our aftermarket set. Cool thing is, this factory speaker has 4 screws to allow the factory mid-range to come out of the bracket. Then we can use the bracket itself to mount our new aftermarket one. This has basically our harness adapter that we'll need to modify to use with our new aftermarket speaker, and we'll show you what that looks like here in a moment. So let's go ahead, finish removing the screws out of this to pop our mid-range out of the bracket itself. Alright, so with that out of the way, now we can see our speaker, but you'll notice it doesn't quite sit all the way flat. It does. The basket here on our new aftermarket speaker is slightly larger than the basket of the factory OEM Toyota speaker. So to get this to sit totally flush here, we'll have to do a little bit of trimming. We're going to just kind of use this line here, come around, and just trim. And today, we're using a multi-tool to make that happen. But now this is going to allow us to mount our 6x8 in the factory location. Before we get it mounted here, let's go ahead and now hook up our harness adapter. Like I mentioned before, this harness adapter actually came with our Pioneer speakers. What we can do is literally solder this in. You can use crimp caps or butt connectors, but make those wire connections here. Red is our positive, black is our negative. On our harness adapter here, white with a black stripe is negative, and then the solid is a positive. So we're going to hook those in there, and then this end will go to the terminals of our new speaker. Alright, so with our speaker bracket and wiring and everything done with our new speaker installed, let's head back to the car and get everything reassembled. Now, it's always a great idea to make sure everything's working before you reassemble the door panel. Alright, that's about it for this install. Now, if you have any questions on what we did here, post a comment below. If you want to see how we did the front doors, go ahead and check that video out. We'll link that video down in the description for you. Also, if you want to see any other videos on this generation truck, we did a radio install, backup camera, amplifier, and subwoofer. We'll link those also in the description today. Thanks again for watching. Be sure to hit the like button if you like what you saw, and don't forget to subscribe to post great content on the channel all the time. And we'll see you in the next video.